So we are following the activities set for a period from 2022 to 2024. And this is goals which were published in the prospectus last year in connection to the right issue. So we are already has been meeting some of the goals, and some of the other goals are currently ongoing, and we are planning to fulfill them this year. Some leftover goals are ready to be met for next year, 2024. So if I give you a little bit of a summary of what has happened in Q1 2023. So we have made advancements in the product development and technology goals by launching a new version of the Dynaflow Resolve together with the Dynascout. We also have been starting a collaboration with Conscience to develop a microfluidic chip for external customer. And we are currently finalizing our collaboration with Ion Optics. Also, we have made a huge advancement in our therapeutic type 1 diabetes program. We also have signed a new research agreement with Roche to develop our tissue and have the models integrated into established workflow. The Birdie project is ongoing with the goal to create kidney models, which is combining bioprinting and organ ownership technology. Finally, we have increased our sales, which is a very good sign for the outcome of the year. We are continuing to refine the sales strategy. We continue to develop some biopixel application, and we have done some important recruitment. So everything is going on track in all the areas, and I really would like to thank actually the team for all the hard work and dedication. Indeed, we have launched on the 23rd of March this year a new version of the Dynaflow Resolve together with a mini version called Dynascout. So Dynaflow Resolve is a platform for ion channel, which is mostly sold to pharmaceutical companies for testing in early drug development. So the type of market which we are targeting with Dynaflow is multi-faced, so it's a little bit challenging to give one number to it. However, we could, for example, take a segment which is called manual patch clamp, and this is representing an estimate of $300 million US. So this is a smaller and niche market than the type of market which usually we are targeting. However, Dynaflow is a very reliable instrument with a very good after-sale potential through the leasing agreement which we are concluding for the consumable. And this mini version, the Dynascout, is made to help to facilitate demonstration of the Dynaflow capacity and thus increase the install-based instrument and the number of after-sale service that we can conclude through that. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease that results in the destruction of the insulin-producing beta cells of the pancreas. And it's a disease which is affecting more and more people each year. And while disease managing is using insulin is improving the life of people who are suffering from type 1 diabetes, they are also suffering from suboptimal outcomes. So what we have as an ultimate goal at Fluicell is to find a curative solution for type 1 diabetes. So we are developing in-house some artificial islets, which has the potential to restore functionality of a defective organ, which here is the pancreas. And we have made enormous or huge improvement since the beginning of the year in terms of both functionality but also production capacity of those artificial islets. And we are confident that we are on good track to be able to initiate in preclinical proof of concept in vivo next year in 2024. As you know, most of the revenue we have for the moment is through product development and the sales of our instruments. And while we'll continue, of course, to increase our sales pipeline and find new avenues in developing new product, this is all very great. But nevertheless, we see that in both our therapeutic and our tissue models program, we see that there is the highest potential. And this is very well exemplified by this agreement, which was signed between Novo Nordisk and Aspect Biosystems, which is a Canadian company, bioprinting company. So the deal amounts to $650 million and can serve as a benchmark for exactly the type of therapeutic we are doing. So we know that there is really a market for ATMP, which is what we are developing right now. And we see that as an extremely actually good news and a validation of what Fluicell is doing. And we know that the development of our artificial islets really have a potential to be a game changer. I would like to highlight a little bit what I've already been saying during this interview, which is that we are making really advancement in all our three business areas, that there is huge potential with all these areas, and we are committed to meet the goals which we have been publishing in the prospectus. So the three areas is the 3T, is the technology area, which is about development of product, of services, but also the sales of the technology. The second T is the tissue model, which is right now to follow what we do with the Birdie project and the agreement with Roche to develop these art tissue models. And the third T area is the therapeutic development with both the cardiac and the diabetes type 1, with right now we really speed up the diabetes type 1 because we see that this is the candidate that has the most chance of initiating in vivo studies next year. And we have just published a white paper regarding type 1 diabetes, which I encourage really the investor to read.